we are fortunate to be able to teach. And our honored professor tonight has been teaching at JFK for over 25 years, which is an amazing, amazing accomplishment. But it's not just because she's been teaching for 25 years. It's because she is such an excellent classroom teacher. Julie Partridge has worked for most of her career as an attorney, as a research attorney with the California Supreme Court. She has been involved in the drafting and research of some of the most significant cases that the California Supreme Court has decided over the past 20 years. But she also spends her Thursday evenings or Tuesday evenings working with JFK students, teaching them contracts. Primarily contracts. She has taught other things, but her primary course has been contracts. Now, you can hear from me what a great teacher she is, but I think we should hear from you. So I pulled out a few of your evaluations, Julia. It's true. Now, it's true. And the good news is that it did not take me long to find these exceptionally positive evaluations. They're all very positive. But I do want to share a couple of them with you. And I do need my glasses in order to do this. It's very professorial too. Use your glasses. Let me share a couple of the student comments from the past few years that were confidentially, anonymously expressed regarding Professor Partridge's teaching. Professor Partridge is a wonderful person and instructor. She goes out of her way to make sure that everybody is understanding the content before moving on to the next item. She goes above and beyond in making sure that her students are learning and not getting lost in the content. She accommodated several of us whose lives got in the way by scheduling meetings with us during the times that work for our schedules. Professor Partridge is an amazing instructor. Contracts is not an easy subject to learn, but Professor Partridge makes it enjoyable enough for students to understand. Another student said, and I appreciated this one, Professor Partridge understands that Rome was not built in a day, and that contract law can't be learned in a day either. She fosters a very supportive learning environment that makes this very difficult subject matter easy to digest. She's awesome. It feels good to know that the professor is as invested in my success as I am. And finally, I wish I had these. Finally. And I think that for me this really sums up what makes an exceptional teacher. We are expected to know the doctrine. We are expected to provide students with a meaningful and valuable classroom experience. But I think one of the qualities that sets aside exceptional teachers is that they really care, and that they really care about their students. So this final comment said, Professor Partridge is very kind and knowledgeable about contracts. She knows the subject very well, and she cares about her students' success. So, Julia, why don't you come up here while I read this to you? In recognition of more than 25 years of outstanding service as an esteemed member of the law faculty of John F. Kennedy University, during which time you have worked masterfully to strengthen the educational program and the professional reputation of the College of Law. And in recognition of your steadfast and long-standing commitment to the professional growth of your students and your dedication to the values of justice and fairness, we hereby bestow upon you this certificate of honor to commemorate your important role in the history of JFK College of Law.
Yeah!
Professor Julie Partridge.
Wow. So it's hard to say anything after that. But thank you so much. And I just wanted, I had some remarks I was sort of thinking I would say, and I'm ready to throw them out and just say a couple things. So this is what first of all, I thought I would take the opportunity as an adjunct professor to speak on behalf of the adjunct professors here, which we are so lucky to be teaching at a school like this. In large part because it's so easy to do. It is such a pleasure to teach. I'm going to cry. This is ridiculous. I look out over here. I just don't even know it. I look out over here and I see students that I've had for many, many, many years. Over many years. I haven't had them for many years. So I thought I'd take just a moment and recognize a couple of them. So I want to start with Tony Bothwell, who I think is he's not in the first class that I taught, but he is, I think, the person who is in the earliest class that I taught here. So what was your year?
1998.
1998. Does anybody have me before 1998? So isn't it wonderful?
94, 95.
Okay, 94, 95. It's just an amazing thing, and here he is. And that's the JFK community. And then on the other end of it is Greg Howard around here. Greg, where are you? Behind the post. So Greg is in my class just this past year. And I'm looking right out here at Cora. And I'm looking at Ryan. And it's just, and over there, and I'm looking at Tom. And I'm looking at Felix, and I'm looking at Peter, and I just see so many faces here of students that I've had over the years who have gone on to become, they were part of the JFK community as students, and they're now part of the JFK community as alumni, and what a wonderful community it is. So on behalf of the adjuncts, I want to just say a couple of items. My theme here was that I know nothing. I mean, I'm only an adjunct. I sail in one night a week. I teach a class. I sail out. That's great. And I thought it was sort of exemplified by the fact that I just asked the president of the university if he was an alumni. He was kind enough to say, no, that's president of the university. That's right, I did see last year, so I won't make that mistake again. But as an adjunct who knows nothing, there are a few things I know, so let me return to my theme. I know a couple of things. So I know, first of all, how important and how wonderful the staff is here, and they've been thanked before, but I want to thank them on behalf of the adjuncts. And the representative here is Cheryl Hall, who was actually here when I began. They are smart, they are wonderful, they are amazing, they make it so easy to say I sail in and I sail out and I don't have to worry about anything. Everything is taken care of, and that's such a gift. And I want to thank the administration, I want to thank the dean, I want to thank the associate dean, I want to thank all the core faculty who have been here to support you and support us and make it so easy for people like me, for the adjuncts, to teach at JFK. It's a tremendous, it just makes it great. And I'm sitting here looking at Professor Brewster, so I have to thank her too. Because Professor Brewster prepares the students for taking the examinations. And that makes it, which I just picked up today, so we'll see what happens. But she's just been a wonderful help to the students and a wonderful help to me, and it is so appreciated. And as long as I'm on that theme, I want to thank Evan. Where are you, Evan? Who was my TA a couple of years ago, and is just brilliant and wonderful. But anyway, the point of it is that it is a community. It's a community of from the dean, the associate dean, the core faculty, president, the adjunct faculty, the alumni, the current students, the family of the current students, and we have all worked together to get those of you who are graduating to where you are today. We are, as everyone has said, so astonishingly proud of you. You are just amazing, amazing people. We know what you have been through. We have tried to make it as easy on you as we can, and we congratulate you. And I just want to, from me and from the rest of the adjuncts who are not here to say it, just to welcome you to law. So thank you so much.